Happy New Year! It's time for the Antihaul. PSA, it's 5 a.m. when I'm filming this. Don't ask why. The December Antihaul. Nothing came out this month. That's a lie. There's like 7 albums I have listed. But anyway, hello, welcome to my channel. This is an anti-haul where I talk about albums that came out the past month that I decided not to buy because I'm an avid K-pop collector. You know, sometimes, a lot of times, we actually have to decide not to buy albums even though we buy so much. So I am here to discuss why I decided not to buy certain things. The drink of the month, Bold Rock Hard Tea Original with the twist of lemon flavor. It's actually really good, and I hate how much I like these. It's really tasty. So nothing came out this month except Jake's Just K. There was stuff that came out this month. Let's talk about the things that came out this month. Albums I bought this month. Kim Sung-gyu, Inside Me. Taeyeon, What Do I Call You? All versions, there's 2 versions. And Taemin, Never Gonna Dance Again. I just bought 1 version. I don't think there are multiple versions of. I told you I'd buy this. And I kept my word. First we have boa Better. So this is boa's like 10th album celebrating her 10th anniversary. That doesn't sound right. And this is a great album. I highly recommend listening to it if you haven't listened to it already. The title track is one of my favorite songs of the year, and her leg muscles deserve all of the praise and attention that they deserve. I have 1 boa mini, and I bought it because I loved One Shot, Two Shot, and Nega de la Dola. And I actually didn't know boa at the time of buying that release. There are, I believe, 3 different versions of this album. 1 being just the normal album. 1 being the like limited edition whatever special version, and the 3rd being the cassette tape version. Okay, if I was to buy this, I'd probably just get the normal standard version, even though normally I actually would just buy limited versions because I understand the like increase in prices of limited versions as the years go on. But it's already too expensive for my interest right now. It's like $30-something, and it's really not that much more special than the standard version. Yes, there are like more photos of her transformation across the years, which I think is really cool, and they should have really focused in on that for this limited special version when it's like an anniversary. Is it 20 years actually special edition? Not 10 years? It can't be 10 years. It might actually just be 20 years. Is that too much? I feel stupid right now. I know this is her 10th full album. Right? Whatever. This is a special release from boa. And it deserved so much, and they really tried. They did try, and I understand that K-pop fans nowadays don't really know or care about boa. So as much as they should or could have milked this more for what it could have been, I understand why they didn't. Because like I said, K-pop fans be ignorant. And that includes me, to be honest. I don't think I'm gonna get it because of where I am in my collection, financially, album-wisey. Anyway, next album I'm gonna talk about is IZ*ONE One Reeler. Now, if you watch my channel, you might know that I collect IZ*ONE. But not only do I collect IZ*ONE, I have collected all versions. And here I am not even buying one version of this album. Now, let me just say, I tried to buy this. All three versions actually, but when I went to order them, they were sold out unless you wanted to buy the posters, which makes no sense in my mind, but whatever. So I haven't bought these albums yet. I intend to buy them all at some point, but whether be it financially or heartedly, now is just not the time. Because like I said, I have a full collection of IZ*ONE, at least Korean album wise. I've collected every version, and that is my full intention for IZ*ONE. But something has stopped me with this last release, and it's actually really weird for me. I don't know if I've experienced this with at least a girl group. I know with boy groups in my collection, I've come across this feeling of, maybe I don't need all versions or any versions, like it can wait, and then it just never happens. This is one of my first instances in my collection with the girl group, especially one that I collect all versions for, that I've gone, maybe I'm not gonna buy it. And I do think a huge part of it is, for one, it's my least favorite of the releases they've had, and two, the time of year it has come out. This time of year is very tough for, I'm sure, everyone, because you're buying Christmas presents for people, and I also have my brother's birthday coming up. I have to still buy him something. And I also, because of how my job is, I don't necessarily get paid my full amount because I have a winter break. So I have to be very conscious of where my money goes. So for right now, the money's not going to IZ*ONE, but there is intention of it eventually going to IZ*ONE to complete the collection. My journal's upside down. Next, Beck Yaren, or Yaren Beck. Tell us about yourself. This album is fantastic. She has not released a bad release. And if you don't know her, listen to her music. Her voice is so good. It speaks to me. I don't think the physical of this album has released yet because she's very indie. So a lot of the times I remember with her is she releases the album and then like a month later the physical comes out. And I know she did a vinyl version of her past album. I think that's really cool, and her music's really good. Check her out. Seriously. Please. She's not K-pop, but she's really good. I have one of her releases physically, and I don't think I'll collect her completely. Is this really the last release? Nothing came out this month. Ghost 9, pre-episode 2. w.all. w.all. I remember their debut. I don't remember this comeback. I can't say I have any thoughts. One thing I want to point out though is they did this creative, innovative thing. Which, in my heart, I appreciate and respect. However, they try to do this thing where their newest album and their past album, the physicals connect. And I tried to research this. The one video I saw where they tried to actually connect them, it went very poorly, and I don't think it actually worked. So, as much as I admire the intent, the execution was very poor. But I like this idea of trying to keep in mind of your releases and having some kind of way for them to intersect or connect the physical collection. I think that's really cool. They just didn't do it well. And that's okay. That's the only way to learn and to grow. That were the only albums I had in my list. So let's talk about, I don't know, fun stuff. First thing I have is the Mina photo book from Twice. Twice isn't an old group for me. And for the most part, I actually don't collect photo books. With Twice, they usually have member photo book, JYP in general. Because there's even a Jin Young photo book from GOT7, and he's one of my ultimate male biases. And I didn't buy that. Because the thing with photo books is they're almost so expensive that it's hard for myself to convince me to buy them. Obviously, they're twice the price of albums. And I don't know what it is, but with albums, I can be like, oh yeah, there's a CD and music. Not that I listen to the CD or music, I just go on Spotify where I can listen to it for free. I'm aware how unrational my thought process is on all of this. But what I'm saying is photo books are too much for me to buy. It would have to be an alt. And I have to tell myself, as much as I love photo books, I'm not really looking through the photo book enough times for the price to be worth it. Okay, let's revisit season's greetings. I talked about this last month. I'm gonna bring it back up this month because it's that time of year. Season's greetings. Stop. So, like I said last month, the only two I bought were Red Velvet and Oh My Girl. And I have stayed true to this. However, I did tell myself mentally, if ITZY or w.all release a season's greeting, I would buy it. I don't know if it's thankfully or unluckily or whatever. Neither of them have announced a season's greeting. So I save money. I'm also sad that they don't have a season's greeting. ITZY's doing some weird thing that's what is it? No Bad Days? I forget what it's called. That's like a diary. I'm not buying it. So, thank you, ITZY, for not making me spend my money. So yeah, I've held up my side of the bargain of Oh My Girl, Red Velvet, no one else. Be proud of me. I think that's it. That's it. Nothing happened in December. So, welcome to the new year. I'm sure we're gonna have tons of releases. You already have some lined up for January. Jeez. I was enjoying this peaceful time of not having to order albums. But it's okay. I'll get used to spending money again. Anyway, good night, BB. I hope you have a lovely 2021, and you should get a cat. And I say that in not a way of saying you are lonely, but in the way of that it will bring you so much joy. And I love cats, and you should just get a cat. Bye.